down. Look. Look.
Under-socialized, fearful dogs have a lot of difficulty dealing with pretty much everything normal adopted dogs experience.
All right. Stop. Slow down.
No biting. Coming down to touch you.
The primary cause of all of these behavior problems is simply under-socialization. These dogs have been kept in isolation, especially when they come from hoarding cases and puppy mill cases. So we would rescue them from those environments, but some of them simply weren't prepared for placement in adoptive homes. They needed extra help, and there really wasn't anywhere for them to go. Often they languished in shelters, never getting adopted, or they were euthanized because they were simply too fearful to be adopted. The Rehab Center opened its doors in March of 2013. This center fills that gap, and it's the next step in rescue and recovery for these animals. So what we're doing here is helping them heal, providing them with the expertise and the time that they need in order to get ready to go into homes and live happy lives.
Relax, man.
Initially, when we started to work with her and we did her first evaluations, Coconut wouldn't let us touch her. She was afraid of being close to us in general. She tried to get away. I didn't think that we'd necessarily be able to help her at all.
Here, puppy, puppy, puppy.
In the beginning, we just focused on building good associations, helping the dogs like people. So we first just focused on things like hand feeding and teaching them very simple skills to perform when around people.
Puppy, puppy. Puppy.
At 3 weeks, she was a different dog already.
That was insane. I cannot believe it just happened.
I was able to very carefully touch her. She was still very nervous, but it was clear that she was developing social behavior, and it was also clear that, that she was starting to tolerate touch, which was very exciting. Coconut was a very fast learner. She was very, very smart. So we started out with things like hand feeding, and we moved quickly to things like walking on leash. And we did that very gradually.
Ready?
As we do all of our protocols, we helped her learn to not fear the way the leash felt, and we also helped her learn how to walk around first in familiar environments and then unfamiliar environments. We also focused on handling. That was a big challenge for her. She was just terrified by touch, so that was something we had to focus a lot on with her. And we taught her a very cool skill. We taught her to actually place parts of her body against our hands so that she was initiating touch, and we gave her a reward for doing that.
Good. Girl. Oh, you're so...
It was really cool. Eventually she realized that it felt good, and she discovered that petting was awesome.
You're doing silly girl. You're doing silly girl.
During her final evaluation, I entered the kennel and she was jumping up and down, really excited to see me, which was great. So she was very social. She walked beautifully on leash. I handled her and she clearly was more relaxed. She seemed to like it. And we were very excited about how she did during her final evaluation after only 6 weeks of treatment. That's an extremely quick recovery given such a poor prognosis.
There's a baby. Let me see. She adds so much to our lives. She really does. It's getting up in the morning, coming down to your little one, you know, and fixing her breakfast. And she gets her breakfast before I get my coffee. Ooh, I love that. She's absolutely wonderful.
It's incredible knowing that this dog that had absolutely no options was able to recover with us, that we were able to help her learn to enjoy life and eventually become a pet.
I think that the main thing to take away from that particular discovery is that these animals can be helped, and we will try our best to help all of them.